Music is not always serious, but it's very difficult to create comedy with music. The comedy has to be in the film, and then the music can help. But you can't create the comedy just with music alone. My favourite comic scores are probably from the films of Jacques Tati, where it's a light-hearted piece of music that's maybe used lots of times for different situations. I don't like a kind of cartoon music where you're marking every event. I don't find that funny. I often experiment with different sounds. Like I like creating different sounds, sometimes constructing new musical instruments or having somebody make me a different instrument. Well, one of them is like a huge box. It's about more than 2 meters long, and each side has 3 strings on it and 2 bridges, and you can play it with sticks, so or you can play it with a bow. And if you turn the box over the other side, you have higher strings. So you can use it as a rhythmic instrument, and you can use it for tension or for a pulse within something. So I love using things like that. And I love in scores there being something that's surprising or unexpected. And that's very interesting. I think it's all a mixture, but often one character might give me a melody, and maybe, like you say, the sky or the sea or something might give me an atmosphere that I would... Yes, I think sometimes I do that. But it's always blurred, the edges aren't sharp, it's kind of, it mixes. Police chases are very bad. No, they influence me a lot, and also they're the way I find to get into the film score, so my empathy with a character affects how I create a film score. So with Penelope Cruz in Captain Corelli's Mandolin, I felt very sympathetic towards that character, and that really helped with the music. Unable to play. I play lots of instruments very badly, but so I write a lot for the cello, and I can't really play the cello. I often write for people, so I write for Nick Cooper, cellist. Whenever I can, I work with him. I write for those people because I know how they play. It's a mutual thing where you have to put your trust in each other. So you have to say, I trust the decisions of this director, and the director has to trust you to follow your own path to some extent. Each person must say yes to each other so the collaboration can proceed. Often you're trying to work together, but it's just you see the project so differently, it's impossible. For me, writing for film is much more enjoyable than television because it's wider, it's a bigger format, and the music has more space to do what it can do. And on television, everything's very limited. So I prefer to work in